Hello, and we'll be resuming our program with our next speaker, Dr. Joanne Lin. Joanne is a biostatistician trained with high-dimensional data-related research focus, such as medical imaging, genomic data, as well as clinical trial study design, monitoring, and analysis. I think the really awesome thing about Joanne is that she worked in industry running trials for pharmaceutical companies. And then she had experience working at the FDA in the Center for Device and Radiological Health, being the statistical expert on both therapeutic and diagnostic type of submissions. And then after years working within the agency, she went into NGO to do consulting. And recently she started a new role as the Senior Principal Biostatistician at Biogen. So please welcome Joanne to give her talk related to FDA statistical requirements and considerations for medical devices.
Thanks, Jen, for the nice introduction. I'm going to take over from here. So, okay,
Joanne, are you able to share your video?
Did I successfully share my slides?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So thanks, PSQ, giving me this chance to share some of my experience in US FDA, and I'd like to share my experience for you so that when you guys have the chance to hop onto the clinical study design, then we have a better experience and with a smoother communication with US FDA. So, well, the flavor of this presentation is a bit different from the rest, but definitely echoes some of our panelists. So this is the outline of our presentation today. Before we start, just some disclaimer that my presentation today only reflects my personal view instead of my former and current employer's perspective. And even the title says statistical consideration. I promise that I won't have too much mathematics. You will probably see one. So don't scare yourself away, not too much mathematics here. And the goal today is to go over some fundamental yet very crucial elements when designing and conducting clinical studies for various types of clinical devices. Since our focus will be clinical studies, so the non-clinical studies, analytical studies, or preclinical studies are not under the scope of this presentation here. So through all this listing, I try to make it funnier and make it more visible. Okay, so this is our code today, and this is me. This is one of the video games I really like, and I hope some of you do too. So my in visual presentation, my goal today is really not to throw you with a lot of technical stuff, but really to give you some heads up and some preparation where the pitfalls are from a statistician's perspective, so that when you have the chance to go to the clinical stage about the study design and conduct, when you submit your medical device to FDA, that everything can with a faster turnaround and the communication can be better channeled. So our journey today will start with the most straightforward type of design called superiority studies to demonstrate how the new devices is better than the control or even the active control. And then we're gonna go with another tilted type of devices design, clinical study design called non-inferiority. So sometimes that we don't have to show it's better, sometimes we just have to show that it's not worse. But how to define the not that worse? So we will talk about it later. Then we will hop onto the island. Sometimes that we don't even have the control to compare to, so we have to run the single arm study alone with the real world evidence type of control or or the leverage of the existing data echo Robert's earlier talk.